Big news in the transfer market as Newcastle have put in a club record £60 million bid for Alexander Isak, the Swedish international from Real Sociedad. And on top of this, it looks like West Ham are going for creative attacking midfielder Lucas Paqueta from Brazil, who played for Lyon, played against them in the Europa League last season. Looks like they're going after a deal that's going to cost them around about £35 million. My initial reaction to the whole situation? Not bothered about it. Why would we be? Listen, West Ham are struggling with their season. They're sitting bottom of the table at the moment. They need to bring in some quality. Absolutely no issue with that. Is them bringing in Paqueta going to completely derail our season and completely uplift theirs? Absolutely not. So, judging off the initial reaction of social media, I know people are annoyed. At first glance, I was a little bit frustrated as well because we do still lack that creative midfielder that we haven't really replaced Eriksen yet. But that time will come. There's still about a week left in the transfer window, and that player, I'm certain, will come in. I think that Conte is moving away from the idea of sort of a central attacking midfielder. He wants someone that can play out wide. That's why he has so much love for someone like Zaniolo, who can provide that attacking spark, but also can play out on the wide left or on the wide right. So I think we're going to target someone like that. I know the guy from Atalanta, still can't pronounce his name, I am working on it, is of huge interest, but we haven't made a formal offer yet. And I know people like Adama Traore are on the radar. I know what people's opinions are on that. However, Adama Traore, for me, great deal, get him in. Argue with me all you want, not going to listen to it. But there you go, that's just my opinion on one player. So yeah, I think essentially the reaction to this news of Paqueta potentially to West Ham is a little bit exaggerated. We've recruited fantastically well over the summer. We've brought in some brilliant players. Alexander Isak going to Newcastle isn't reminiscent of Harry Kane being at Spurs. They're not on the same level, and they're paying a lot of money for him. It's similar with Paqueta, really. Yes, he sort of fits that Eriksen mould that we've been missing for a while. However, you have to trust in Conte and what his ideals are. He said earlier in the transfer window he doesn't want to bring in players for the sake of it. However, he has also publicly stated that if players leave, players will go in. That brings me on to talk about Brian Gil, who looks like he's going back on loan to Valencia. And Japhet Tanganga looks like he's got a lot of offers to go out on loan with a potential obligation or option to buy as well. So the signings are coming, just be patient. We've got a good week of the transfer window left, and there are going to be plenty of names that we're linked with in that time. However, just me expressing on here that everybody needs to stay calm. Started the season really well. Got a big game against Forest at the weekend. Hopefully Christian Romero's back for that. Reports are suggesting that he has declared himself fit. Whether Conte will sort of take that into account and risk him for this game, I'm not too sure, because we have a bigger game against West Ham next week in the middle of the week at their place, which is huge. So yeah, really just expressing my relaxation about the situation. Would Paqueta be a good signing for West Ham? Absolutely, there's no denying that. Although he didn't do too much against them in the Europa League last season, so we know that he can ghost. Remind you of anyone, Lo Celso and Ndombele. So yeah, don't panic about things. The time will come, the signings will come, and I look forward to seeing some of the names over the next week and sharing my ideas with you guys about how certain players will fit into the team and what they could do, and just seeing some new fresh faces at the club. It seems like we've been starved this summer when we haven't. But yeah, maybe that's just us being a little bit greedy with this whole Conte era and rebuild that Paratici's putting through the club. So yeah, everybody stay calm, be happy, and let's see what the next week brings us.